Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and today I'm going to talk to you kind of just about the basics of where to begin with homeschooling, especially if you're going into your first year. I know that's kind of a scary thing to do at the very beginning, so I'm going to give you guys a couple of things that you can do, some proactive things that you can do to kind of ease that fear and kind of get you into the right mind frame going into your first year. If this is your first time on my channel, I want to welcome you and make sure that you hit the like and the subscribe button because it helps my channel out so much and we really appreciate it. Plus, you will be part of our community and you will get all of the videos that I post that have to do with homeschooling, homemaking, and motherhood. So when I first started homeschooling, or when I first made the decision to homeschool my kids, I felt really alone. Now, I feel like I was at a little bit of an advantage at the beginning, more so than probably most people, because one, I had taught for about 10 years, and two, I had a bachelor's degree, and three, I had one friend who homeschooled who actually helped me make the decision to homeschool. So those three things kind of helped propel me and to prepare me for making this decision. But I was still scared out of my mind. I did not feel comfortable yet with the idea of taking my kids out, and I was scared to death. So I totally understand that feeling. And I did not have a whole lot of support going into homeschooling. My husband supported me, of course, and I had one friend, but other than that, there was not a whole lot of people who I had rallying around me telling me that, hey, you can do this. I didn't have that. And I know a lot of you guys probably don't have that either. So I'm gonna give you guys some practical things that you can do to kind of solidify your decision and to help you along the way. So first is doing exactly what you're doing right now and watching homeschooling parents on YouTube. That was probably one of the biggest things that helped me in the very beginning, was watching other moms, seeing what they were doing, seeing what they were using, and trying to really understand what my goal was as a homeschooling parent and what I wanted to teach my kids. Homeschooling and teaching in the classroom are extremely different. There's all kinds of sayings out there, you know, it's kind of like a culinary degree versus grandma's home cooking. It's not the same. And that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Teaching in a school system versus teaching your own two children are vastly different. So what I thought was going to be a huge help, my teaching degree and my years of experience, turned out to be not that much of a help for me as I wanted it to be. I think really the only thing that helped me was I was familiar with curriculum books. You know, so I felt like I had a little bit of an advantage there. But as far as teaching my own two children versus teaching a classroom of 30, completely different. And I will say it was actually easier. Homeschooling is a bit easier. You're more involved, but it's not nearly as difficult to teach 2 or 4 kids, or even 10 if you got 10. It's actually a lot easier to do that than to do a classroom of 30. So, you know, I'm hoping that maybe that will relieve some of the fears if some of you are teachers like I used to be, and you're kind of doing what I did and transitioning from the classroom to the home. It is easier. It's not nearly as difficult. But watching parents on YouTube really helped me figure out a lot of basics. I have a ton of videos. I have over like 250 videos on this channel where you guys can go and just scroll through and just figure out what it is that you want to do or what you want to learn, and you can go learn about that on my channel. I have everything from organization to setting up the classroom to instruction and teaching and all that stuff here. So hopefully those videos will be of a help to you. Okay, second, I have a instructional homeschooling course for parents. It's not expensive, and it's all kinds of videos for you. It's a video course where you guys can learn how to homeschool from scratch. Everything from taking your kids out of the system to picking curriculum to setting up your classroom to instructing your kids, and all kinds of things are in there. For somebody who is just starting out in homeschooling, this will be something to help put your mind at ease and to help you figure out all of those homeschooling basics when you're brand new to all of that. There's everything from state laws, downloads, bonuses. I have everything in there. I even have some homemaking videos and how I run my homeschool and work at home at the same time. So if you're a work at home parent, I got you, I got your back. So check out my homeschooling course. It is down below in the description box. There's a link right there. You guys can go sign up and get access to all of those videos and kind of just go through them at your own pace. It's not timed, and you can go through all of those videos and learn all of the basics from somebody who's been teaching inside and outside of the classroom for many years. Okay, number 3, join my group. I have a group down below, and this is exactly why I created this group. I have a group of several thousand homeschool moms from all over the country and some from even outside of the country who all homeschool. And this is by far, and I'm not just saying this because it's my group, this is by far the most supportive, sweet, caring group I have ever been on Facebook, and I'm so glad that it's mine. I love these ladies. We do actually have some homeschooling dads there as well. In case there's any dads watching, you are also, of course, allowed to join. And it's a really big community of people, and we talk about everything from curriculum to state laws, to co-ops, to just homemaking and cooking and coffee. So if you need a community of people, because when I started out, I just had this one friend and I really didn't have a place to go, join this community. You are absolutely more than welcome to come in. It's absolutely free for you to join. There's no upfront costs or anything like that. It's free on Facebook, and we talk all day long in there, and you can ask any questions. You are allowed to ask about curriculum. I know a lot of groups don't allow you to do that now. You are allowed to ask about curriculum in my group, and I have found some of the best information from these ladies in there. So highly recommend, especially if you're new, to join that group down below. It is fantastic, and it's just a great support. Even if you're not a new homeschooling parent, it's a great support system for homeschooling moms. The last thing that I highly recommend doing is finding a local group. So you have my group that's, general homeschooling, and you'll probably find some people that are from your state, but I also recommend joining a local group. Now, how local you want to be is up to you. If you want to do like a state group, or if you want to do, even if they have like a group for your area, that would be great too. But not all places have things like that. If you can find a co-op in your area or co-op group online, that's a great way to meet other homeschooling parents that are going to be close by to you. So if you want to get together for play dates, or if you want to join a co-op, that would be a great thing to do. And there's also going to be a lot of information in those groups about local things in the area that you can sign your kids up for, whether it's, music or dance or, something like that. They're going to have all that information, and they're going to know. And that's a great way to get connected in your local area. I feel extremely blessed because I have a whole bunch of homeschooling moms at my church, and this is the first time I've had like real life homeschooling friends that were not just internet friends, and I absolutely love that. So I'm able to, bring books to church, and we can actually like sit and flip through them and talk about them, where I've never really had that before. So having that connection, having somebody to talk to about that, and having somebody for your kids to play with, that also get it, because, they can have friends in the neighborhood, and they can have friends across the street and things like that. They can have friends at sports, they can have friends at church even, but maybe those kids don't homeschool. And having homeschooling friends for your homeschooling kids is a real treat for them, because they get them. And they get what they're going through, and they might even be doing some of the same curriculum. So just having that connection really helps build friendships for those kids. And your kids are going to be so blessed to have friends like that, and you're going to be blessed to have mom friends like that. So highly recommend finding some kind of local or state group to connect with, to help you and your kids kind of get connected locally. All right, guys, just a short and sweet video today. I hope that this was helpful for you. Remember, all the links to what I was talking about is down below. My course is down there right now. You can enroll in that for just a limited time. I only open it up like once a year for enrollment. So If you want to get in on that, you need to grab it now while it's open, because it won't be open for very long. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and happy homeschooling.